Welcome to the new podcast that's sweeping the nation, Warrior Production Podcast. Here I am. I'm Dan Hernandez. Here are some students from Windsor High.
Yes, I'm Drew Terrain.
I'm Elena Muller.
I'm Sabrina Rivera.
And today we're going to be talking about hot topics, Thanksgiving, sports, JRCT opinions, fashion, music, and food.
Interesting.
All right, so some hot topics here at Windsor High. So I know you two, Sabrina and Elena, are in the drama production.
Yes, we are.
That is true.
So tell us more about that.
Well, it is called Huckleberry in Love. It's kind of a combination of Huckleberry Finn and Romeo and Juliet. The two stories are kind of put together. And it's a comedy, so it's pretty funny. It's lighthearted.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's hilarious personally. But there are some moments when I'm backstage and I'm just watching the other scenes and I have no clue what's going on, but it's funny. And like that's what I don't know. Regardless of whether or not you understand what's going on, it's a good show. And you're also in the show.
Yeah. I am. Yeah.
You know, it's goofy, you know, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And our performances are December 4th and 5th.
Yeah, and the set actually moves. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, the sets are pretty awesome. Mr.
Yeah.
Dufek put a lot of work into those.
Mm-hmm. So what do you guys play in the play?
Well, I played Becky Thatcher, so I'm Tom Sawyer's girlfriend, and Tom Sawyer is Huckleberry Finn's best friend.
Okay.
I am Engine Bill. Engine Bill is like he's the main villain of the play, but he's also really stupid. So like the way he thinks like about all these plans, how to like, you know, catch those yallers. It's not the brightest attempt, but he and his comrades, they're determined. They're ready to, you know, stir some trouble.
There aren't really many intelligent characters in this play either. Like Becky is dumb as a rock.
Becky is dumb as
which
fuck.
makes her really fun to play.
It's sort of like a comedy.
It is, yes. It's completely a comedy. It's completely over the top and it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope everybody gets to make it out there.
That's the most important thing.
Yes.
For a good turnout.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
So when's the date?
It is December 4th and 5th at 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
right here in our WHS auditorium. So
All
come on
right.
down.
Yeah. So Sabrina, you work in the school around a lot. So you were here. I see you every day, and you're here always. Actually, I always see you in here, which is the studio.
I actually live here.
Oh, yeah. Do you plan on pursuing something with communications, with productions, or anything?
Yeah, definitely. At first, I wanted to be a film student, but I wanted to go to film school, but I realized that like the atmosphere of TV and how like everything's in generally one take. I just find that like rush
Stressful.
stressful in a good way. Stressful in a way that makes me like excited. Like, yeah, I want to keep doing this. So hopefully, yeah, I want to pursue communications in the future. Yeah.
Do you have an idol?
An idol?
Yeah.
I don't really think I have an idol.
So what made you want to pursue this?
Just this class. Like, me and Elena, we were the dream team. We anchored most of last year, and that was a really good
It
experience.
was really fun.
So I was also blessed to come back for the independent study. So I guess that's what made me want to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. To go back to the drama, you're going to school for theater, right?
Yeah. I'm hoping to pursue musical theater actually, and it's for a lot of the same reasons that Sabrina said about TV, how it's all so in the moment. You know, it's so real, it's so live, and if you screw up, then you have to kind of think on your feet and figure out what you're going to do and how you're going to handle the situation. And obviously, the music component is just an added bonus, and I've always liked that part of it.
Yeah, because you don't really see people going that kind of way.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends who are going into science and stuff like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
There's people that get paid to look at rocks.
Interesting jobs for interesting people.
So, Drew, what are you going to do after high school?
I'm planning on being a firefighter. I think that's like for the best job for me. because of my athletic skills in football.
Yeah. So speaking about football, you're on the football team.
Yes, sir.
So what position do you play?
I play DN/D tackle.
Okay.
Just for people who don't know, a DN is the person who lines up in front of the bigger guys, one of those big guys in the front, and they usually rush in or block. Depends on the coach's choice or their choice.
All right. Last year you guys did win the state championship.
Yes, sir.
How did you guys come to winning? Like, what were did you guys like study like really hard the plays and everything?
Well, I wasn't there last year. I was only there for a small part of it. But I'm pretty sure that, they put everything what they had to do. They looked up what they have to look up. They put all their potential out there on the field. They put their hearts on it. I think they just love the sport. So they just got to do what they got to do to win.
Yeah. You guys are undefeated, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Who do you guys play next?
We play Middletown.
And that's the day before Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir.
Talking about Thanksgiving. Next topic. What do you guys do for Thanksgiving?
Well, my mom cooks some Thanksgiving, turkey, ham, pineapples, you got to get all that sweet potato stuff, a lot of the fattening stuff, I should say.
Yeah.
I always go to my grandma's house. She lives in Massachusetts, so we all go down there. It's a big family thing and a lot of food and shenanigans.
Yeah. What about you, Sabrina?
Well, normally I just have, my aunt just comes over, have some food, green bean casserole. But I just stuff my face and get ready to hibernate for the next few days.
Every other day, right?
I actually have a story. So, a couple of years ago, my aunt made a turkey, and she went to go wash it off and prepare it, and she takes everything out the sink and then puts it in the sink to wash it and stuff. And there's at the drain, there's a thing to cover stuff from getting inside.
Yeah.
So when she went to go pick it up, she got the thing that was in the drain.
Oh my God!
And then she put it in the pan and everything. She got it ready, and then she put it in the oven, not knowing that it was in there. And then it came to eating, and then we were eating it, and then we got the smell coming out of nowhere. So then we were just eating it, and then we're this is so dry, and what's happening?
This is not what mom cooks.
And we were just what's going on with this turkey? And then we just ate it, but halfway through we're done with this turkey.
Yeah.
So when we went to go I guess take apart the turkey, we found out there was the drain thing at the bottom of the turkey, and it stuck to it.
Ew.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Wait, so did the turkey taste bad because of that?
Yeah.
You just kept eating bad turkey oh, I have to, she made it, I feel so bad.
Yeah.
So what were y'all reactions when y'all saw that?
When we saw it, we were
I gotta
at
go
first,
to the hospital.
everyone was how does this happen? How do you get that out of the drain? Because the drain is so deep, where it comes.
Ew.
I don't know how it happened.
Ew.
Oh my God. Well,
I would get my stomach pumped.
I'm
That's
checking
a
my turkey
definite
before I eat it this year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm getting ham.
So do you guys go out to Black Friday or anything?
Every so often,
I feel this year is not a big deal anymore because everybody has what they want. That's what I think.
I think that everyone is more excited for Cyber Monday. Because, I don't know, personally, I wouldn't want to leave the house. Maybe it's the small stature, but I'm afraid to get stepped on.
Yeah.
Well, Black Friday is importance of rushing. So anything that you have to rush for, it's not, I guess it's valuable to you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And then sometimes I go out and I see people's days before set up tents and everything, and I'm just staring at them going in the store what for?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the mall on a regular day, so Black Friday when it's extra crazy, no.
You said about Cyber Monday. What is that?
Cyber Monday? It's, well, I think it's Monday, but it's either the Monday before or the Monday after Black Friday. And it's just like when you get all these hot new deals on like Amazon, Best Buy, and you don't have to leave your house.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's awesome. I don't want to get stepped on.
So be aware.
I have another story.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Was it last year or the year before? I think it was on Cyber Monday. I don't know. It was like a deal, so I don't know. It was like 50% off, and I happened to be buying a computer. And I bought it, and then like they gave me one, like they were shipping it in 2 weeks. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it before Christmas. So then 2 weeks came, and I never got it. So I'm like, okay, so let me just call the company. And I called them. They're like, no, we shipped it. It should be at your house. And then I'm like, no, ma'am, I never received it. And then she was like, oh, well, it had to be with UPS or the person that shipped it to you. So I'm like, okay, I'll just end up calling them. So then when I call them, they say, oh, we lost it.
What?
So I spoke with them, and then I'm like, okay, you lost it. Now how am I going to get my computer? And then they're like, oh, call the company. They'll send a new one. So I'm like, okay, I'll call the company. And I'm calling them. They don't send a new one. And then I'm sitting at home without a computer. So then they're like, call UPS. So they basically like playing tennis. So then eventually I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to call corporate. So then I called corporate. And they're like, absolutely, we'll send you a new one. So like they said it's going to be there in like 2 weeks. So it was already like after Christmas, and then like 3 days later the guy comes to my house. I'm at my house. It wasn't supposed to arrive until 2 weeks. So then I look outside, the guy's coming in, and he just throws it like at my steps. So then I go outside, and then he's already left, and I'm like, I hope this is not broken.
Is it?
No, it wasn't.
Well, if it broke, you could have just called corporate
Yeah,
again.
they would send you a new one in 2 weeks.
Yeah. All right.
Their slogan.
Their slogan?
Yeah,
You know what our slogan is?
it's our slogan.
America runs on Warrior Podcast. The podcast that's sweeping the nation.
You guys are gonna get sued one
I was
day.
gonna say, this is copyright, definitely.
All right. The current temperature is 58 Fahrenheit.
Degrees.
Yeah. All right. We're going to be talking about JROTC and your opinions on it.
All right.
What do you think about the new program this year about JROTC?
Well, now that I see that it started out this year, JROTC, I see that it's good that Windsor is going to bring a new program to the school. And it's good that they're getting everybody ready for, what they're going to do after school. So as they have their new stuff, I think it's excellent because it would just bring them closer to their goal.
I agree. I don't think there are any volunteer organizations that can negatively impact. I shouldn't say any, but I don't think there are many volunteer organizations that can negatively impact our school because it's just one more thing for people to be involved in, And I think it's a really important thing for a lot of people to think about that for their future.
I think it looked great on the resume.
Oh, definitely. And especially because college isn't for everyone.
Right.
And when college isn't for you, and you're like, okay, I would consider the military, and you don't have a really good, start, how do I begin this? I think the JROTC is actually, it's a really good program.
Excellent program.
Yeah. And actually, I know a couple kids in the JROTC, and they say that it's really good, it's also just a really good education, on your discipline.
Right.
Yeah. They say that once they start there and they just it's one of those classes that affect you as a person in a good way. So I'm all for it. That's awesome.
Yeah. So when you see students at Windsor High wear their uniforms, what do you think about them? Do you think seeing another student in the hallways with a uniform, does it make you think differently about them?
I can honestly, when I see their uniforms, I honestly see them being a military person in the future. I can see them, I can picture 5 years later, them getting all their luggage on and everything. I can picture it.
Yeah, it changes my perception a little bit. Sometimes it's surprising because I'm like, oh, I didn't know this person was in JROTC, and it shifts my perception a little bit. I don't know if it's really a good or bad change. It's just kind of different, but it definitely there's respect there.
Yeah, when I see them, I think I tend to respect them more. Yeah, it just makes me think. Like when I see like a military person just like at a store, I just seem to like respect them more. Yeah. Okay. So our next topic is music.
All right.
Uh-oh.
What do you have to say about that, Drew?
Well, my favorite music is hip hop, and I think it's trending. That's like the biggest music out there. A lot of hip hop rappers, stuff like that. That's all the stuff I'm into.
You know what really catches my eye in music is Taylor Swift. I think she is killing it right now. Like she comes out with songs after another, and it's just crazy.
I have to disagree.
Okay, tell me why you disagree.
I'm just not a big fan of Taylor Swift.
Absolutely, people have their opinion on what kind of music they like. I also like Adele. She is just thebomb.com.
Ah, her new album that just came out.
Yeah.
Really good. Taylor Swift though?
Yeah, I feel like she's. I think that she is
So
like.
I'm not the only person who disagrees.
No, I agree with you.
I feel like she's very innovative. Like she has brought music to a whole nother level.
Yeah, but can you say that she's been doing that for like all these years?
I mean, she's changed a lot. She used to be country.
That was a dark time.
I remember watching that video, that first video.
Which one?
It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Okay, we're done with that. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I don't want anyone to know this, even though I'm saying it like right now.
Yeah.
But like my guilty pleasure when I was younger was country Taylor Swift.
Really?
Yeah, I would just like I'd have it on my old MP3 and just ooh, that was sad time.
Oh man.
Now you know that's a long time ago because she said MP3.
What did you think of when you first heard the Hello Adele song? When I first heard it, I thought it was the other song with what's his name?
Is it me you're looking for?
Yeah.
That's exact. I thought that she was doing a cover of that song.
Yeah.
But
Apparently you guys have a lot of the same
Doesn't it? You
interests.
mentioned it. I totally like, understand where you're going.
it sounds just like that, right? You're looking for.
Oh my god.
When the video came out, she was like, it was like her. She actually looks really good right now. Mm-hmm. She like looks
really
outstanding.
She looks really good.
But when I first saw the video, she was like doing some weird thing with her lips and she was like posing, like covering her lips with like her. It was just funny. Like the way she was like covering her lips with her hands. It was like, It was almost like she was voguing. Yeah. Okay. So let's get to food.
All right.
My favorite.
Food. I feel like food's the top story of Windsor
Universal
High.
topic. Everybody likes food.
Everyone likes food, but do they like school lunches?
Ooh, I see what you did there.
Segue.
So people seem to be complaining a lot about school lunches. What do you guys think about the school lunches?
I think people complain either by the variety of food they receive or just by the food types. That's why I believe people do or do not like school lunch.
You know, I kind of think people are going to complain regardless of what school lunches are. Like, I don't know. I can't really weigh in on the quality because I've never bought school lunch. But, I mean, they don't look that appetizing, to be totally honest. But, like, I feel like even if they were, like, closer to what students wanted them to be, there would always be something wrong with them. And I'm not saying that they're meeting the right standard right now, but I don't know how they could meet that standard.
I totally agree with you. But the thing is that every time something comes up in the school, like students have they always have something to complain about.
That's true.
Like, not to be harsh, but that's the truth.
Drama.
And I actually I don't think the lunches are terrible. We actually do have a lot more variety than we think. What with all the different lunch like sections that there are.
Yeah.
Well, personally, from like the salad, like that area, because that's all I ever eat at. I think they're doing an okay job. I mean,
they're doing a good job.
There's always room for improvement, but I think right now, like food is not, or like the lunches should not be such an intense topic that like everyone's just hating on.
Yeah, like it shouldn't be such a big deal.
Yeah.
What I think is, if students are complaining a lot, bring your food from home.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you have such
And-
a huge problem with it.
They gave us microwaves.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like,
But some people are not like. We don't all have food at home.
That's true.
So
right.
it's not the matter of bringing food from home. It's a matter of like when you're supposed to go to school. You're gonna get drama, like she said. You're gonna eventually get drama. So
Yeah, that's what high school is.
yeah, it's all about it. But when you're in school, I think like they should try something with their lunch. You know, try something new. Try something they haven't used in the cookbook. Something.
You know what I thought was mind-blowing? I think it was a couple of weeks ago. I think last month they changed the lunch trays. That was pretty mind-blowing to me.
Sorry.
No, we all had white lunch trays, and then they just changed them to black, and it was like, I can't see my food anymore.
Yeah, I think that was more than a month ago.
No, I
That was
like,
more than a month
What
ago.
food do you have
Danny,
that's blending into a black lunch tray?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of red foods. There's nothing black.
What's it called?
There isn't anything, dude.
Maybe those craisins, they look a little sketchy.
So they're complaining about. Wait, what? I don't understand is the whole Michelle Obama, with like lower food portions and all that kind of stuff. We have a snack line, so you can get whatever you want in the snack line. There's no limit. I feel like, what's the point of having this Michelle Obama food thing in place if you can get whatever you want in the snack line?
It's rough to find the balance because you have to have enough, but at the same time, you don't want to contribute to this like obesity epidemic and like unhealthiness and whatever.
But then again, who's gonna bring that much money to school when they go to the snack line?
I hope they don't take it away.
I'm still,
If they listen to this, I hope they don't take it away.
if they are listening to this, I'm still a little peeved that we don't have the vending machine anymore. I used to use that thing on the daily.
That was the biggest tragedy that
Used to rip
happened.
me off sometimes, but all right. These chairs are very squeaky.
I noticed.
Alrighty, that's all the time we have for today. I'm Dan Hernandez,
I'm Drew Terrain.
I'm Elena Muller.
I'm still Sabrina Rivera.
and you were listening to the podcast that's sweeping the nation, Warrior Production Podcast. Have a great day, everybody.
And shout out to those people in Paris.
Yeah,
Our
absolutely.
condolences.
Hasta pasta.